Okay. What does that mean?
Isn't hello what you usually say when somebody walks into a room?
It's the way you said it.
You're right. It was more than a simple greeting. I have something I want to talk about.
Courtney, could I speak with you? Out in the hall?
Yeah, sure.
Dr. Newman can see us. This is our only free time all day.
Well, I wanted to be here when Neil woke up.
We need to get started on the artificial insemination process as soon as possible. You having second thoughts?
Oh, no, of course not. I won't let anything stop me from having this baby and saving Neil's life.
Victor, thanks for coming over.
I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. I'm still getting caught up with my mail. It's amazing how the bills pile up even though you're dead.
Well, I'd say he's definitely back to his old self, huh?
Indeed I am, and ready to celebrate. What's on the agenda for today? How about lunch and karaoke at Johnny Lala's? My treat.
Actually, Victor, we didn't invite you over here to socialize.
You offered to help us, Victor.
And we'd like to take you up on that offer. We need you to help us solve the mystery of these visions that we keep having.
Monk, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Wait a minute. We didn't go to Philadelphia because you said the answers weren't there. Now, we took your advice because we believed that you would help us.
Victor, we need you. We need you to find out if my son is alive.
Hi. Taking a break? Is Neil okay?
We're waiting for Dr. Newman.
Well, why are you seeing her?
We've decided to have another baby.
You and Courtney?
Well, they haven't been able to find a donor for Neil, and a brother and sister may be the only way to save his life.
You're serious?
You want what's best for him, Mary. I know you do.
Of course I do. But to bring a baby, a human being into this world for the sole purpose of being a donor.
We don't have any choice, but let me make something clear. Once we have this baby, he or she will be a part of our lives forever.
We'll love the child, and we'll take care of it, just as we do Neil.
I don't doubt that at all, but... Joseph, this goes against everything the church teaches.
Well, I know this is difficult, but I can't believe that God would condemn us for our decision. And I don't believe that being a good Catholic means I have to let my son die.
Oh, you ready, Joe?
Yes, Dr. Newman, thanks for seeing us on such short notice. Our son's condition is deteriorating fast, so time is a serious factor.
I'll leave you to your meeting. Excuse me.
I'm glad you sent me Courtney's medical records, Joe. It gave me a head start on our meeting.
Good. We wanted to move on this as quickly as possible.
I understand your urgency, but I need to be sure that you've both thought about this.
We have.
Did Joe explain the procedure to you?
Yes, he did. Dr. Newman, what kind of odds do we have that this is going to work?
Well, there's a 25 to 30% success rate. It usually takes about 3 tries before you get pregnant.
Okay.
So when can we get started?
According to Courtney's file, she should be ovulating next week.
So you can schedule a first available time to coincide with her cycle.
Is that okay with you?
Sure.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Well, if the procedure doesn't work this time, we'll try again next month, and the next and the next until you do get pregnant.
I have to conceive as soon as possible. Neil doesn't have time to wait.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Mary, how's Victor doing?
Well, He's back to normal. It's like a miracle.
You know, I don't know the whole story on how he turned up alive, but I am so happy for the both of you.
Thank you. Now, if we could just get Neil well, everything would be perfect.
Well, we're not giving up on the donor.
Sounds like Joe and Courtney have.
Oh, well, I guess you've heard they've decided to try and have a baby.
Mm-hmm. Joe just told me.
Jill thought you might be upset.
Well, I want Neil to live more than anything in the world. But the idea of creating a donor it's just a concept I can't accept. And I know I should have been more supportive when Joe confided in me, but, you know, I couldn't.
Knowing Joe, he understood.
The fact that Joe's willing to do this to save his son's life
Goes against your basic beliefs.
Yeah, but I love him for it, too.
I know.
Well, this can't be easy for you.
I feel like I'm torn right down the center. I mean, I want what's best for Neil, but the idea of Courtney carrying Joe's baby...
Yeah, but he loves you so much. And he's really hoping for a life together with you.
That means so much to me.
Hi.
Grandma!
Hi, sweetie.
Did Grandpa Victor come with you?
Well, he's going to be here in a little while.
Hate to interrupt your card game, but Storytime in the Children's Lounge is starting. I didn't think you'd want to miss it.
Cool. Can you come back later, Uncle Frank, so I can finish wiping you out?
You bet. Only I'm going to be doing the wiping out part.
Come on.
Come on. Good. Oh. Okay, off you go. Have fun.
Here we go.
Can I clear a room or what?
Well, can you blame Karen for feeling uncomfortable after the way you treated the two of them?
Can we drop this? I don't want to get into another argument with you.
Well, neither do I. I feel terrible about the fight we had at the recovery room. You know, the place is insane since you quit. The customers miss you. I miss you. I was hoping you'd take your job back.
I appreciate the offer, Mom, but I'm not coming back to the recovery room.
Oh, what are you going to do for money?
I've got it covered.
Eve, this sandwich is superb. Incroyable. What's your secret?
Turkey, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Victor, can we discuss my son while you eat?
Would that be low-fat mayo?
No, it's regular, Victor, please. Can you help me, please?
I really missed your cooking.
Victor, I'm a horrible cook, and
Victor.
you know it.
Can we maintain some focus, please?
All right. The point is, we're not entirely sure that Eve's son is still alive, and I would hate to do anything to give her false hope.
Victor, I'll take that chance, okay? I'm willing to take that chance. Please, just help me.
Well, I'll try.
All right, good. Let's start with the boy that you saw when you were still being held in Italy. Can you describe him?
Well, as I told you, I don't remember very much. That was about the time that they started withholding my medication.
What color was his hair?
Brown, maybe lighter.
How old did you say he was?
Well, I said 9 or 10, but I'm really not very good with ages.
Victor, this is very important.
Look, I'm doing the best I can.
Look, okay, Kevin and I went on the internet earlier, and we found out that there was a death certificate filed for my son.
Well, there you are. I'm very sorry, but that's all the proof you need.
Who are you trying to kid? You know better than anyone that any records can be doctored. You faked your own death in Italy, for Pete's
Well,
sake.
even if a false death certificate were filed, surely the person who did it would take great care to make sure there was no paper trail leading back to the boy.
Exactly. So, we wondered if maybe there's a different way to approach this.
Such as?
Eve seems to have some kind of a sixth sense telling her that her son is alive. Now, what if you were able to help Eve connect to her son psychically, the way I did to her in Rome?
Monk, it was an entirely different situation. We were dealing with two adults, unquestionably on the same wavelength.
Well, wait. You helped me connect to Eve when she was kidnapped.
is my son that we're talking about.
Can't you put your reservations aside just for a little while and help us?
All right, I'll try my best.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, Victor.
We need to figure out when to tell Neil about the new baby.
Well, Joe, why don't we wait and see if the procedure works before we give him false hope, okay?
We can't wait too long.
What's the rush?
I just want Neil to find out from us that you're having another baby, so he doesn't give false hopes about us getting back together.
Hey, Neil's in the children's lounge for story time.
Oh, thank you. Joe, I'm so glad we're doing the insemination. The sooner I get pregnant with your baby, the better. That was subtle.
Sorry, I wanted to be the one to tell you that we were moving ahead with things.
It's okay. I knew it was coming. What's important is Neil gets better.
And that we hang tough together through this. Agreed?
Agreed.
Thanks for rescuing me from Storytime, Uncle Frank.
Oh, I couldn't resist. You looked so bored.
There should be another kids' lounge where bigger kids can read Huck Finn every day. If I grow up, I'm going to be a Yankee star and donate one.
What do you mean, if? It's when you grow up, champ.
But what if they don't find a donor for me?
You will have a donor. I promise.
But how do you know, Uncle Frank? I mean, how can you be so sure?
Hey, I thought it was story time.
Yeah. Neil gave a big thumbs down to the book.
Uncle Frank rescued me.
Well, lucky for you he was here, huh?
He's my hero. Where were you? Working?
No, I had to take care of a few odds and ends with your dad.
Everything okay?
It will be.
Let go. All your opinions, all your thoughts about the physical world. Let go all the laws of physics. Reach out. Reach out to your child.
Oh, this isn't working. Why isn't this working, Victor?
I don't know. Maybe you're concentrating too hard instead of just letting it happen.
Yeah, and maybe Victor's right. My son is dead, and I just want to believe so much that he's alive because I don't want to feel responsible for killing him.
Well, how do we know for sure your son isn't alive if we just give up?
I try and connect, but I don't feel anything, which leads me to believe that there's just nothing out there for me to connect to. Victor, I'm really sorry. I begged you to do this for me, and now I can't. I'm sorry.
Do you want to stop?
Yeah. Yeah. My baby's gone.
The clock is ticking.
Well, I can't just sit around and wait for him to hurt another woman.
You might be his next victim.
It's a race against time.
Jonathan,
I don't want anything to happen to you.
nothing will.
Let's go, come on.
Will it be too late?
Sit back.
Kelly could be in a lot of danger.
Enjoy the ride.
Don't miss One Life to Live, ABC Daytime.
Working hard.
Trying to finish up early so I can spend some time with Neil.
You know, I could cover for you.
No, I'm almost done. Besides, you're busy, too.
How did it go with Dr. Newman?
As soon as there's an opening and the timing's right, Courtney will go in for the procedure.
Joe, I'm sorry about the way I sounded earlier. Neil's my grandson. I love him more than life itself. And I want desperately to see him recover.
We all do, Mom.
This can't be an easy decision for you, and of course, I'm so sorry I made it more difficult.
I shouldn't have been so hard on you either. I knew you would have some tough questions. I asked myself every one of them. But now that Courtney and I have made the decision, I don't think it's going to change our minds.
Well, even though in my soul I still can't agree with it, in my heart, I want whatever it takes to save my grandson.
If I ever forget to appreciate you, punch me out, okay?
Okay. Well, is Frank still here?
I haven't seen him around lately. Did he behave when he was with you?
He was a bit edgy, especially when I asked him about his new job. Wouldn't tell me a thing about it.
Been flashing some pretty big bills around lately.
Wonder where he's getting all that cash.
Read 'em and weep.
Oh, man.
One more game.
No way. Time for you to get some rest, okay?
No, she's right. Moms know best. Okay, let's go.
You've been great with him the past few days.
Well, I would do anything for this kid here. You owe me a chance to get even.
Sure, sucker.
Okay, you close those winning eyes. I'm going to take Mr. Sucker here outside.
Okay.
Okay? Get some rest. Did you mean what you said in there? That you would do anything for him?
You know I would.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you this one last time. Don't tell anybody if we have a baby together.
That's not for Neil. It's for you. So, for the umpteenth time, if we need to have another baby, which it looks like we will, I'm telling Joe.
We agreed. It could destroy Neil if he found out Joe wasn't his father.
Courtney, I don't believe that anymore. Neil loves me. Sure, there would be an adjustment period, but in the end, it would all work out fine.
Okay. Well, then, you leave me no other choice. Could this possibly be the same office equipment I slept with last night? And that charming garage where you locked me up, the same supplies that I got a good long look at you unloading from your truck.
Your imagination is running wild, Courtney.
Is that sweat I see forming on your handsome forehead?
You have no proof.
Okay, so then you won't care if I call the police and give them the address of the garage and your license plate number? Not your brightest move, Frank. Leaving me locked up with stolen goods? Did you think I wouldn't notice?
You wouldn't put your son's father in jail.
Not if he gets me pregnant. It makes Joe believe the baby is his.
When I was a little girl, I used to look up at the stars every night. And I convinced myself that each star was a person who had died. And it made me feel better to know that even after you were gone, you could look down on the people you had left behind. And they could look at you. Forever.
What about now?
Well, now, I'm pretty sure there's a scientific explanation for the whole star thing. But I always held on to the idea of being connected to the people who had passed through your life. Always that connection was there. So why? Why, Kevin? Why do I not feel anything when I try and reach my son? There's nothing there.
You tried to connect with your mind. I think your heart's a different matter.
I thought I was ready to take the whole psychic leap thing. Big mistake, huh?
I don't think it was wrong to want to know if your son is still alive. I'm just sorry it turned out the way it did.
Yeah, well, what do you say we go to the recovery room and get wasted?
No,
Huh?
Why waste going out to get wasted?
Right. I'll make us some chamomile tea here with 3 martini chasers.
I'll get the tea bags.
I'll get the olives.
Listen. This doesn't mean we have to give up, you know.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello?
Kevin, it's Mac. Look, I have an appointment to go before a judge about stopping Ramsey's request for a marriage license.
Mac, that's great news.
Yeah, meet me at my office as soon as possible. We'll go together.
I'm on my way. Mac got us an appointment to talk to a judge about stopping Chris and Julie's marriage.
Oh, well, you better hurry up because Chris sounded like they were going to get married ASAP.
Not if I have anything to say about it.